Hi, my name is Jeff Cates, and I'd like to present my research project for HSP's 230 co-occurring disorders. My research paper is called Barriers to Treatment, the Attitudes and Issues from the Silent Generation Impacting Their Ability to Receive Care. It's very personal for me. My dad is one of the silent generation, my mom is too, but my dad is just having a hard time with depression and impending dementia, and just looking at this, researching it was something that was necessary for me to do. So anyway, here's my presentation. Between 2015 and 2050, the proportion of the world's population over 60 will almost double, going from 12 to 22%. That's a huge influx of people, and we need people to care for them. The total number of people living with dementia is projected to increase from 82 million in 2030 to 152 million by 2050. Once again, we can only hope that medical science will be able to find some treatments to slow down the advance or hopefully even stop dementia. But without that, we're going to need people to help, and hopefully we can train them. So, recent study of older adults with depression in the Netherlands. What they found is that the depression that they experienced had lower remission rates, longer episodes, and they were more severe. I guess you could take it like an older person's liver or something not processing alcohol as well with age. Maybe the human brain and emotions just loses a little bit of elasticity emotionally and psychologically in dealing with things, and so depression is the outcome. So once again, how are we going to help these people, this huge influx of people that we're going to need to help? Let's talk a little bit about the silent generation. The silent generation was from 1928 to 1945. Big things happened during the silent generation: the Great Depression, World War II, the rise of communism, the Cold War. It was a generation that learned to follow rules. It was a generation that it was head down and mouth shut. The common thing was, children are to be seen and not heard. That's where that came from. You didn't backtalk. You didn't state your opinion. You did what everybody else did for God and country. That's what was indicative of that. And I think that silence, and also the fact that that generation was able to do such great things despite all of the hardships, the dust bowls, and just bad stuff happened, and they overcome it. A lot of resilience in that generation, a lot of suffering, and they did it in silence. And I think they're still doing it today, if my father is any indication. It's very much a pull yourself up by the bootstraps kind of generation. We don't need no help. We'll take care of this. We'll get through it. That's the pervasive attitude. So along with those barriers, you've got the other barriers of treatment for this generation and the older generation, which is the finances, transportation, and just unavailability of services. I cannot imagine what it's like not having an internet to look for care these days. I can't imagine what it's like not having my own transportation to get to and from medical appointments if I need to, and having to rely on public transportation and where that goes. And for a lot of older Americans, that's a daily thing to consider. So I don't want to be an all bummer. So what are we going to do about all these people that need help? Well, we're training people. That's what we're doing. I'm one of them, training me to do it, giving me a passion for it, and teaching me what to do. But I think a lot of it is going to come down to community services and the ability of families and friends and communities and groups of people to come in and help these people in and of themselves. And so what do we do to help them? Well, there are a few suggestions. How to help seniors stay happy and healthy during the pandemic is you keep up with a daily routine, plan regular social engagement, and do activities to stimulate the brain. My dad loves playing cards, dominoes, any type of game, and he'll go to the senior centers, and they'll have Domino Day or 42 Day or Gin Day or whatever, Gin Rummy Day, maybe Gin Day, I don't know, but Gin Rummy Day. They have game day, and he goes to that, and I think that's really good for him, and I hope that more seniors have access to things like that. And like I told him, get up and do something every day. Get up and walk. You've got to. It's a generation also that doesn't go well with the idea that just pretend as if, fake it till you make it mantra, is something that generation that they look at that you'll get a look if you give them that. They get a look like, what in the world are you talking about? Because it just doesn't compute. It's a different perspective. So here are my resources for this. I hope you can read that. Thank you for listening to my project.